While the series gained popularity because of its stunning battles, unique setting, and quirky characters, romance has always been one of its highlights. Inuyasha, after all, is an epic love story with all the elements necessary to make it a success. However, with a love triangle between Inuyasha, Kagome, and Kikyo, bitter emotions and feelings were bound to sprout. Kikyo definitely hates Kagome since she thinks Kagome took Inuyasha from her. As for strength, Kagome's spiritual power is far stronger than that of Kikyo's as shown on numerous occasions. Kikyo is a powerful priestess who lived 50 years before the main events of Inuyasha. She was responsible for purifying the Shiken Jewel and later died in order it from returning to the realm of the living. Years later, Kikyo's soul reincarnated in the form of Kagome, the female protagonist. This means that they are not related but share the same soul. Under normal circumstances, they can't be alive at the same time. However, Kikyo was resurrected after one part of Kagome's soul inhabited the clay body Ritsu made for her. Kikyo is supposed to be exceptionally powerful and one of the strongest priestess after Midoriko's death. She is one of the very few people that Naraku truly feared. On the other hand, Kagome is Kikyo's reincarnation and has both her spiritual power and abilities. The creator, Rumiko Takahashi, confirms that Kagome is stronger than Kikyo through a note on page 52 of the profile book. She says this means that Kikyo was stronger than Kagome only in battle, and that too only because of the extensive training she endured growing up. However, by the end of the series, Kagome officially became more powerful than Kikyo thanks to her awakening spiritual abilities. Kikyo was the most powerful high-ranking priestess of her generation and was feared by many. Even after her death and getting resurrected in a clay body, she was powerful enough to easily purify Naraku's miasma, break his seals, pass through most of his barriers, and destroy hundreds of demons with just one sacred arrow. She was also shown to neutralize Tsuga, seal Inuyasha for 50 years, and destroy most of Naraku's body. Kikyo fought and nearly defeated the latter as simply an animated corpse that possessed only a fraction of her soul. What made Kikyo so fearsome was the fact that Naraku desperately tried to kill her multiple times, even before he went after Kagome or Inuyasha. As the modern-day reincarnation of Kikyo, Kagome has a tremendous amount of latent power. She is the main female protagonist of the series, who was unknowingly born with the legendary Shiken no Tama inside her body. Kagome was strong in her own right and could frequently be seen in battles teaming up with Inuyasha. In the beginning, she even almost wiped out Naraku with her arrow. However, that was mainly due to an element of surprise. Towards the end of the series, it was revealed that Magatsuhi initially sealed her innate spiritual powers and abilities out of fear. After Magatsuhi was destroyed, Kagome's spiritual abilities were released to their maximum potential, enabling her to gain complete access to much stronger abilities. Her shooting and healing abilities, as well as raw spiritual power, makes her one of the strongest priestesses in the series, just below Midoriko. Kikyo was Inuyasha's first love. However, due to Naraku's ploy, their romance had a tragic end. After she died, her soul was reincarnated in the form of Kagome, who took her place in the living world. After Kikyo was resurrected, she hated and resented Kagome. She felt as if the latter had replaced her and had stolen away Inuyasha's affections for her. Her jealousy was made apparent a few times, and she even tried to kill Kagome at one point. Kikyo envied her reincarnation because she was living proof that her past relations with Inuyasha could not be revisited, and it was all in the past. However, by the end, Kikyo had warmed up to her incarnation and accepted her place beside Inuyasha. She even ended up respecting Kagome greatly as a priestess and a remarkable human being. When it was time for Kikyo to face her death, as Kagome broke in tears over her inability to save her, the priestess cheered her up, saying that her soul has now finally been saved.